Are you ready, my man?
I reckon I am, my boy.
Let's do it. Cheers, mate.
Yes, sir. All right, what's up, guys? I'm Kyle,
I'm Kane.
and we are
The KB.
I messed it up now.
I messed it up last time. We already recorded this, and we got to open our Diet Coke cans, which was sweet because of the little... And then my computer messed up, so we had to do it again.
Yeah, so he ruined it, which is fine.
And it
but-
was equally bad this time because you messed up.
Yeah,
So we're even.
how the turntables. So we're back with another episode of the KB Breakdown. This time it is our song called Send 'Em All Away. I don't remember making this one.
Me neither, because it was written... I do remember the original idea was written in 2020 during the pandemic.
Fun times.
Great times. And I think it started, like, I had the phrase "send them all away" in my head, which is like kind of tongue-in-cheek for how people were talking about, like immigrants and things like that. People were really shitting on other people in the world, and that didn't sit right with us. And so I was like, let's write this fun song that sounds, which is a lot of our music's like this. It sounds fun, and then you dive deeper into the lyrics, and it's sort of like,
It's sneaky.
it's sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I think it just started with that phrase, and then knowing me, I probably created the whole chorus first, and then went backwards. I think that's what happened.
Okay.
But maybe we can just break down kind of the parts at the very beginning of the song. Yeah.
It's like getting all of the parts that go throughout the entire song out of the way
Mm-hmm.
within like a
It's like-
very short amount of time.
It's like a preview almost.
Yeah, it's like, get ready. You're going to be hearing a lot of this for the next 3 minutes.
Yeah. And then the verse is just really straightforward.
It goes like this.
You want us to listen, seem to always get what you want, crystallize your vision, paste it on your flag, hung out front, it says.
So I like that over the years we figured out ways to kind of strip stuff back. Like that verse has vocals, bass, which you're playing, piano, which I'm playing, and a drum beat.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like we've grown to the point where we realize when you don't need extra crap added onto it.
Mhm.
So
And it makes the next thing seem bigger, like when you add more stuff.
yeah. And here's how the chorus sounds, just like this.
Ooh, yeah, oh, send them all away, ooh, yeah, oh, send them all away, ooh, yeah, oh, send them all away, ooh, yeah, oh, send them all away.
So, selfishly, I think my favorite part of this, other than the actual chorus itself, is the bass part. Kind of this muted, fast thingy.
That is very selfish.
Can we solo that out
Wow.
so everyone can hear?
Wow. Let's try that out. Just at the chorus, or
Yeah.
here's the bass. That is actually very cool.
It's fun. It's fun.
I bet it is.
You can tell that I'm not actually a bass player, that I'm playing with a pick, like a guitar guy. But
But that's kind of cool too. Like we talk about having the human element of our songs in the studio recordings of them, and it doesn't have to be a perfect robotic version of it.
yeah,
I do
that
rem-
take kind of sucks, actually.
I like it.
Yeah.
It sounds like a real person doing it,
Yeah.
I do remember when we were putting this together and it's like the form that it is now. I remember wanting it to kind of sound like a drum machine. Like I didn't want it to be very polished. I want it to be like kind of a dry pop, like
Mhm.
when people first figured out how to use like electronic drums,
Right.
and just to like have it keep looping and looping and looping.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just thought we had never really done anything that like rigid, and I thought that kind of sounded cool.
I was trying to complicate it and like add all these extra layers, and I don't know if this is the word you used, but like you wanted it to be a little bit, you wanted it to sound like toy instruments. I think you said
Yeah.
something like that, where it's like you just found the sound on like a, like when keyboards have those loops on them
Yes,
or whatever, like
totally.
stuff like that, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, and after the second chorus, we kind of play into that with this little solo. So then we did this solo. I really like that sound.
And that sound is actually a guitar.
Yeah, so let me see if I can pull up the sampler. Oh, baby. So
Yeah.
here's the nitty gritty. This is the sample of what guitar was it?
I actually recorded a single note on my guitar, and then put it into the keyboard. So it's just one note recorded on a guitar, and then I took the audio track and put it in there. So then he played it on the keyboard after, and it's also reversed. So then
Wow.
you don't hear the attack as much. So you hear the at the end. That's because you can take the audio track and like reverse it. So then it just gave it that extra like weird sound. I think originally the sound was even cheesier though. It was like just some Logic stock sound. That was really like plucky and kind of cool. But we were like, so we tried to mimic it as much as possible, but do something different with it. So that's one of my favorite sounds, I think, on the whole thing.
Yeah, and it's really fun to play live because normally when you watch the live show, like the drop is like a really loud guitar
Yeah.
or like a really cool sounding synth, but like when we play this live, it's just like
You never get to watch people's reaction to that part
oh,
because you're looking down.
Is it
Every
cool?
time, I always look out during that part. People every single time are like this.
hell yeah.
Like they start like bobbing their head, which
That's
is so
cool.
fun.
I've
Yeah.
literally never. He's right. I've never looked out to the crowd when I'm playing that
Yeah,
because
you
I
gotta
know I
freaking
mess it up.
you gotta focus on that part. I'm just kind of in the same spot the whole time.
Yeah, it's cool. That song, because it's so like loop centric and just like keeps doing its thing and doing its thing. Besides the bridge and the end, I guess a little bit, in the majority of the song, it just gives people a chance to do what you said, just like
Mhm.
kind of just feel it and just,
Yeah, and you're kind of just listening to the vibe of the song
yeah.
and getting into it, and then
You're like,
maybe later you discover the lyrics and stuff.
oh my god.
Yeah. And then after this is what the bridge
Yeah,
vibe
so
changes.
we like I said, we take that looped structure, that fun sounding stuff, and then we bring it to real life a little bit. So I remember trying to figure out the lyrics for this part.
Mm-hmm.
The first, I wish I didn't have to say it, I think was already there.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I don't really remember. I don't remember about that second one.
Mm-hmm.
All I remember that I added to it was the very last when we were trying to, bring it back to like, why are we saying this bridge? Like, give it like the cherry on top of what's the purpose of it. And I was just like, why don't we just say the thing we said first again?
Right.
Just kind of a reiteration, like this sucks.
Yeah, like you say something twice, you're like really pissed about it type
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
So we kind of lazied out on it, but I think it worked.
Well, and the vocals on that are like produced way different than the rest of the thing. They're really big and like a lot of delay and stuff like that. But yeah, it was cool to like go halftime for a second and then go right back in after that.
It's kind of it's kind of like the album. This song is kind of like the entire album. Like it seems fun, and then for a second,
and it's not.
It pulls you into like a dreadful moment.
Yeah.
And then it's like, let's try and, figure it out. Which, what a segue.
Yeah.
So this end part, do you have any like insight into this?
Well,
I don't quite remember.
There's all these tracks on here that say rant 1, 2, 3, and 4. And literally one day, for some reason during this part, you can just play it as is real quick. Okay. So for some reason in my head, I heard like noise.
Totally. I just didn't know how to get it.
Yeah. So then one day I went outside, and I tried to make sure there weren't people around or whatever. And I record like 4 different rants on my phone. Like I think one of the rants I literally say like I'm sick and tired of this shit or something like that.
Can I solo them out or will you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So let's start with traffic noise.
Oh.
Okay, this is rant 2. Rant 3. And rant 4.
Jesus.
You know what you sound like?
What?
You sound like all of the NPCs in like Spider-Man 2. Like when you play Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation 2, baby. When you fucking you're walking down the sidewalk and someone's just walking by like, man, that is crazy.
Yeah.
I got my baguette and it's got cheese on it and I didn't ask for cheese.
I think that last one says, I don't know if it's going to work out, was one of the lines.
It's so funny.
But yeah, so
it achieves the effect you were going for.
you can go ahead and play the bridge now if you want.
Shield my eyes. I think I'm living underneath gray skies. But I do believe someday, somehow, everyone is gonna figure it out. Somebody shield my eyes.
I like how
I think I'm living
things start becoming coming back into the fold,
someday, somehow, everyone is gonna figure
You almost wanted it to feel like a choir, like a gospel choir type vibe.
shield my eyes.
Yeah, and it's kind of an easy enough phrase to say, and you just keep repeating it. Especially when we play live, we keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it, and these things add on and add on and add on, and then the end.
Shield my eyes. I think I'm living underneath gray skies. But I do believe someday, somehow, everyone is gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
And then the end is Ominous. Are we gonna
Yeah.
figure it out? But yeah, that's a cool one to play live because it starts. The first like 2/3 of the song is like the lyrics and subject matter are very like pessimistic,
Mm-hmm.
and then the end kind of is like things are kind of crappy, but maybe we'll we'll do something about it.
And that outro wasn't originally there. I think it went to the chorus again after the bridge, which was it was
Oh,
super
yeah.
awkward.
Yeah.
And then I remember you saying, I think you had wanted something more optimistic to end it. And then I remember what we did was we couldn't think of anything. We were trying to, and I got the acoustic guitar and started just playing the chords or whatever. And then just like mumbling stuff over top of it. And then we both kind of just slowly came up with words for it and stuff. So a lot of the lyrics in the verses and the outro weren't there originally.
Yeah. I remember the second verse we completely redid.
Ooh, yeah, oh. Send them all away. Ooh, yeah, oh. Send them all away. Ooh, yeah, oh. Send them all away. Hey, we got your message. Commented in all caps late at night. Steering clear of that shit. I think your congregation crossed the line. What did I say?
I like it's for all the keyboard warriors, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you wrote that whole verse. That had nothing to do with me.
And
That's my favorite verse, actually.
my favorite part is one night shot.
Yeah.
Because let me see if I can find the vocal tracks. I just remember recording them like because I know that I wanted it to sound like a bunch of people yelling it,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't have a bunch of people in the studio, so
Stu.
we got to do it. Here we are.
What did they say?
Okay.
What did they say?
So you just did a bunch of different.
What did they say?
So it's like, oh, nice son.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice son.
Yeah.
Oh, nice son. Like just acting. It's kind of like you acting like a different character,
Yeah.
What did they say? What did they say?
It's so
Yeah, I feel like
ridiculous.
A lot of our favorite parts of songs are parts that while you're doing it, you feel like an idiot.
oh my
like you
gosh.
Are even when we're by ourselves or like just together, just the two of us, sometimes it's still hard to like do those things, but you just got to trust the other person and let them see it through. And then they end up becoming your favorite parts of the song.
Yeah, it's crazy. I do remember at the part where you have the the thoughts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been that part where I tried something creatively like that,
Yes,
and
yeah.
you told me I sounded like an idiot,
I didn't say that, but yeah.
but I was pissed off.
I do remember you got pretty mad.
Yeah.
Like, and what he'll do, you'll go. I think you said like, well, I don't know what you mean then. Like,
Well, you do it.
yeah, because I feel like I'm pretty nice about it though, but I think that almost makes you more mad.
Yeah.
Like
It
for some
does,
reason,
it
he would
does.
rather me go, dude, that fucking sucks. And what I'll do is I'll just say like, I don't know, I just don't think it's not like there yet, or I'll say something like that.
It's the
Um,
audacity.
Yeah.
It's
One time I had some notes for you when we did like a live show.
Oh God.
Things that I went.
When was this?
It was at Cedar Point, and I went.
Oh.
So I was like nervous to say anything because I didn't want to hurt your feelings, and I went. So do you have any like feedback for me on the show? And then you go, no, but it sounds like you have some for me. And then I said yeah, and I had a note on my phone of like a list.
He pulls up a whole list of. That's the thing. I'm trying to entertain the people. I'm the front man. I'm trying to make people have a good time. He's just sitting there thinking, God, this guy fucking sucks.
Well, no.
Once we take a break, I'm like, man, I'm tired. I need to get some water. I
Yeah.
might pass out. He pulls his phone out and he's like, God, he sounded like shit on that first song.
A little pitchy.
Yeah.
No,
which-
it wasn't that.
No,
really,
he's
but-
correct.
Well, I
I
feel like
suck.
I feel like you need both, because if there were two me's up there, it'd just be someone like kind of. I mean, I've gotten better, but it'd be someone just like kind of looking down and whatever.
Jeez, baby.
Yeah. So, but that was funny.
That's hilarious. I forgot
Hilarious.
about that.
I think we talked about Cedar Point in the last breakdown video too.
Cedar Point rules. Okay.
Cedar Point's
America's-
sick, bro.
It's America's rock and roller coaster. Sponsor us.
You probably said that in the last one too.
No, you know what? I got to take this time. Listen, Diet Coke.
Hit us up. Someday.
Hit us up at our email. Drop a comment, whatever. We deserve your money.
We do. We've given you so much money.
Like,
It's
oh my
insane.
God. Great product.
On the way back,
Congratulations.
on the way back from the shows, dude. We always have them.
It's
Always.
the best habit to have.
It's better than smoking. That should be their logo, or their logo. Jesus Christ, that should be their motto. Is that what they would say? Slogan? Jesus.
Yeah, motto will work. Mission, maybe, also.
Missions like Diet Coke, better than smoking.
That's probably a slogan.
Yeah. Anyway, this has been the KB Breakdown,
You damn right it has.
and
We'll be back.
there will be many more. We'll see you at the next one, bitch.
Bye-bye.